We're rolling.
All right. Hello, everybody.
So no more
Back
sucking?
again.
Is that what you're saying?
No more sucking.
No more sucking.
Damn it, I'm taking one for the road.
No more sucking. No more
for God.
blowing.
Jesus, God in heaven.
Oh,
Rubbing your chair against the microphone and
Sometimes you gotta rub your chair against the microphone.
knock it off.
No way. I could rub my chair against anything I want.
she can rub her thing up against anything. she
Anything
wants.
I want. You don't own that, okay?
God.
Oh, yes. It's really, really. I leave here feeling so refreshed because of the conversations we have.
I'm glad. I'm glad that this we can help you with that.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad we brightened your day. I actually ruined somebody's day
Somebody's
with my voice.
day with her.
With
she did.
yeah.
With my voice.
I caught that posting. You know, what was it they said your voice was?
A vocal fry.
He says I hate women with voice fry.
Voice fry.
Voice fry. So annoying.
Like French fry?
Like the Fry Kids?
Okay, here's the deal with the vocal fry thing.
Yeah.
The internet has discovered raspy voices
Then why don't you just call it raspy?
because it's the internet. And before the internet, nothing existed. So he had to come up
true.
with a name
It's
for
true.
it.
You know,
Pictures or didn't happen, Eric. Pictures or did not happen.
Yeah. Rasp? No, it's vocal fry.
Vocal fry.
Yeah. Apparently it's a thing. People on the internet seem to think that women do this on purpose.
Because this is sexy.
well,
Actually, it is.
Kind of
it
is.
is.
I think
It is.
It is.
Women with raspy voices, it's like,
Yeah.
You know, listen, I grew up in the 90s with
Yeah.
L7 and Hole and Bikini Kill.
Bikini Kill and the Luna Chicks.
Luna Chicks
Well,
and
you
the
know-
Riot Girls. And you know what? We all fucking made our voices raspy by smoking and screaming and fucking rock and roll.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens.
Yeah.
20 years of smoking will do that to your voice.
yeah.
Just look at Clive Barker. I can't understand a word he says.
Not a word.
Not a single word.
I love
I
you, Clive
found,
Barker.
you know, women with raspy voices or vocal fry voices kind of sexy. I find
I think so.
European
Okay.
voices sexy.
The other day we went to the premiere of AntiBirth,
Yep.
which stars Natasha Lyonne and
The queen.
the
queen of the raspy voice.
The queen of the raspy voice,
And-
and
yeah,
it's damn
she is.
sexy.
And she's sexy as hell.
It's damn sexy.
She is totally sexy. There is no point of her voice that does not rasp. Her voice never clears
And
out.
it's been that way since she was
Ever.
ever. You know, yeah, she's been that way since she was young.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, before, you know, she was smoking a pack a day.
She might have been born with a pack of cigarettes in her hand. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Watching this movie, it certainly looks like it. It looks like she came out with, some Marlboro Reds, or
She climbed out.
she climbed out. She climbed out.
See the movie, you'll
with
get
a-
it.
Yeah. She climbed out with some,
Yeah, I caught the Red Band trailer for that one. I haven't
It's a
seen
great
it
movie.
yet.
It's a cool movie.
But I
It's
caught the
good.
Red Band trailer, and I'm like, this looks disturbingly,
It is.
Yeah.
Fun,
Yeah.
and at the same time sick.
Yeah. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Fun
I-
and
we
sick.
enjoyed it.
I think that works.
We enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
It was very Cronenberg and Ken Russell-ish. Yeah, so combine them a little bit of Terry Gilliam with that like really weird world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
that trippy stuff.
Yeah.
The trippy
that
dippy
12
stuff.
Monkeys kind of.
Yeah, 12 Monkeys. I watched that movie 3 times.
Oh,
and,
I love it. I've seen it 300
You know,
times.
it's absolutely awesome. Well acted by Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt and
Yeah?
everything. But I still don't completely understand what was going on there as far as the time travel concept.
Well, what happens with the movie? What happens in it is where we're in the future, and all of humanity lives underground now because something happened. Some virus was released in the 90s that basically eradicated most of the population.
Right.
So now we live underground because the air is no longer safe, and we've been underground for quite some time. They've been sending people back in time to try to find a cure, to see where it came from and possibly find a cure. And what they would do is bring them back with the cure. They can't stop it. They understand it's already happened, so there's nothing they can do to stop the past.
Right.
But we have to figure out where this virus came from so we can figure out how to get where to find an antidote so we can have the planet back. And
No, that part I
they
got.
sent Bruce Willis back and forth so many times.
But how?
How what?
How did they send him back and forth?
That's what you're...
Yeah. Where's
it's
the
a given.
time machine?
No, it's a given. It's a given. They're not explaining the time machine. We've seen enough time machine movies where, okay, fine, great.
Where is the DeLorean in 12 Monkeys?
It doesn't matter. Fuck that. We don't need a DeLorean.
It's not
okay?
about the DeLorean. It's,
not
about the
about-
12 monkeys.
It's always about the DeLorean.
It's not about the DeLorean. It's not about the phone booth.
It's always about the DeLorean.
It's not about the refrigerator box in the basement.
It's always about the
Anybody
monkeys.
who gets that reference
Yeah.
knows some serious movies.
Yeah.
If you know the refrigerator box in the basement.
I know that one.
Huh?
I know that one.
Okay, well, then let's leave it at that.
Okay, boom.
No, but seriously, where's the TARDIS?
I don't care where it is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Absolutely. Brad Pitt, trippy performance, twisted with the eyes
awesome.
and
He
everything
was
like
great.
that. He was great. That's the part that I decided, wait a minute, he's not just a good-looking guy. He's an actor.
Yeah.
You know? But I still, the explanation of how he got from
Why
there,
does it matter?
Why is it? Yeah.
I don't know.
They invented time travel. That's it. They discovered time travel. Why do you need an explanation of that? All the other cool shit that's happening, you need to know how they're going back in time?
I need it.
It's a refrigerator box.
Yeah, well,
It's a refrigerator box.
Anyway, so I'm going to call this a really great segment into our topic today.
Segue.
Segue, whatever.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm still sick, people. You're going to have to fucking deal with me. That's it.
Yeah, well, that was the plan.
Well, good. Segue.
Segued.
Okay. Go for
You
it.
said you were going to do it, so do
you're
it.
the king of the segue.
No, go
you
for it.
corrected me. Now, now I feel vulnerable.
Well, that's it. The episode is over. We're done.
That's it, I quit.
We're
That's it, done.
She quits. She quits.
I want to go back to the refrigerator box.
Oh, for God's sake.
Okay, so there's this refrigerator box in the basement.
And that's as far as she goes. So, speaking of 12 Monkeys, something happened in 12 Monkeys that is relevant to what we're talking about today.
Oh, yeah, I
What?
guess it would be, wouldn't it?
It is.
It is.
It is, yeah. When Bruce Willis goes back in time, they're looking for the army of the 12 Monkeys who released the virus, and he realizes the army of the 12 Monkeys did not release the virus. The army of the 12 Monkeys was actually a bunch of kids playing revolutionary, and all they did was release animals from the zoo.
Exactly.
Wow.
Coincidentally, on the same day that this guy released the virus,
Yes.
which is why they thought the army of the 12 Monkeys did it. They released the animals from the zoo, and the zoo overtook the city.
That's like the most ultimate fail in investigations ever.
Well, everybody's dead. I mean,
But still, it's like monkeys or virus. Let's go with the monkeys.
Yeah, well, it was kind of funny. I mean, it was just, it was this odorless, tasteless, whatever.
yeah.
And he was in the airport and going on a plane. He was going from country to country. And, this was before 9/11. And,
Oh, yeah, this was, yeah.
yeah, it was really kind of loose on how they were. Today that wouldn't happen.
No.
I mean, I was just reading online, a post from my friend. She was on a trip to Canada, and they stopped her coming into this country with an apple and a kiwi.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, exactly.
I don't know about the kiwi, but the apple is dangerous.
Well, the
I
kiwi,
mean, she could turn that apple into a bong.
That's true.
the kiwi's fuzzy though.
Well, you
fuzzies-
need that after you have the apple bong.
Yeah. That's an afterward.
You enjoy the
You
fuzziness
need the
of
apple
a kiwi.
bong first, then you enjoy the kiwi.
Yeah. That's how that goes. I'm sorry, Eric's friend, we just called a pothead, but we have no
Yeah.
evidence for.
Yeah,
So-
but two moms traveling into the country with their two kids,
An apple bong and a fuzzy kiwi.
and a fuzzy kiwi,
Kiwi
stopped.
afterthought, yeah.
But in this day and age, back in whatever the hell it was, when did the 12 Monkeys come out? 95?
95, 96 ish.
Yeah. And there was looser rules as far as traveling around the world.
Yeah. We didn't have
That would
people
be that's
blowing
the element
things
of
up as much.
disbelief. that doesn't exist today.
Yeah.
20 years ago, that was believable.
Not the animals escaping from the zoo.
The
And
animals didn't
wreaking-
escape; they let them out.
I'm sorry.
You could do
Animals
that.
being released from the zoo and being.
You could do that. I mean, if the guards, if
Unleashing
the zoo
havoc.
guards were part of your army, then all they got to do is open the cages and hope they don't get mauled, like the people in our stories today.
Yeah.
I tried to do that, and y'all just went on a Kiwi adventure.
Yeah, we did. We did.
I had to stop you before you got to Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you did.
Yeah.
Well, we do have some stories from Australia.
That's fine, as long as there's a story and it's not an apple.
Okay.
All right.
I don't have anything on an apple.
I don't know why I do this.
Because you enjoy it, because it's fun.
I guess I do.
Yeah, well, you know,
I'm going to name this episode Awkward Silence.
awkward silence. You know
No, I
what?
thought we were going to call it.
Momentary pause.
I thought we were going to call it Super Croc with shaft
Croc
music.
with shock music.
I thought
with
she said
shaft
something
music.
else.
Shaft music.
I thought she said something else. I didn't think you said Super Croc.
Super Croc.
Super cock.
Yeah.
Super Cock. I don't have any cock stories today. I'm sorry.
How about anybody getting...
You got to say cock with the fry.
Cock.
That's not it.
I don't know how to do a vocal fry on purpose. It just kind of happens.
There you go. It happened there.
Cock.
No.
I can't do it.
Okay. Well,
Cake.
there we go. We have a winner. Somebody's head just exploded.
Fuck you very much.
So, this year we've had a couple of interesting animal incidents in the news, and we wanted to go over a couple of them and just laugh at the stupidity of
Scratch our heads.
I want to say first things first. If you thought it was wrong they shot that gorilla, you're an idiot.
Whoa. We're just going to start it off there.
We're gonna start off there?
Fuck that. All right? I'm sorry. At some point, a human life takes precedence. And that little kid was being dragged around by a 600-700 pound gorilla. A gorilla that does drag its own young around.
Yeah.
But it's young which are built to be dragged around because they've evolved to that point. They
haven't evolved to our point, is what you meant.
No, they've evolved to that point. We
over-evolved.
We're from lizards, okay? We come from
We're
lizards.
from monkeys.
We
I've
come
learned that in
from
like
lizards.
there's a diagram of like a monkey that goes to a man.
Then why do they call
I've seen it.
lizard brain? You have a lizard brain. We have lizard brain in us.
Listen, we're all not freaking John
right.
Morrison with our fucking
right? John Morrison?
whatever, Jim Morrison, John Morrison.
Okay.
I'm fucking sick, people.
Yeah. The kid doesn't have the muscle density or the ligament and tendon strength to withstand being yanked around by a 700-pound
How did
gorilla.
he get in the cage?
See, that's the problem. The problem is, how the fuck did he get in there? The fact that a 4-year-old can just climb this shit and get right in is part of the problem.
Well, yeah.
You know? Now, I did see idiots who went on about how, well, if the 4-year-old can get in, then the gorillas can get out. No, it's a little high. The kid kind of jumped down a wall and ended up down there. He leaped down and he went under the hedges and over this thing. So it's not getting out isn't the problem, but it seems getting in is semi-simple.
Right.
You know?
No, the main problem is everybody wants to point the finger at the mom that wasn't paying attention.
And she is
'Cause we're all
totally at fault.
judgmental
Well,
assholes.
she is still kind of at fault. I mean, your kid. I understand it's easy to you turn your head for a second and the kids run, and I get that.
Well,
so
maybe
yeah.
you shouldn't bring your kid to the zoo and without explaining to them.
Listen, they have a kid
don't go
harness.
into the cages.
They
They
kid
have a kid
harness. See,
harness.
children should be on leashes.
Right.
Is that what you think?
I'm all for the leashes.
Totally.
Look, in the
I
70s,
think a lot of things could be avoided if you
in the
just put the
70s
harness
and
and the
80s, they
leash
had
on
that
them.
leash that hung that you attached to the clothesline, and you just ran back and forth all fucking day long.
the
And you
bungee cord leash.
Exactly, and you were totally happy and cool doing that. You couldn't even fall because the cord would pull and bounce, and you were good. And you could do that for hours and hours on end. Now, today, that's child abuse.
Listen, there was a lot of things that took place in
We
the
did
70s
shit in
and
the-
80s.
we did shit when we were
even
young.
the 90s.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but that's what made us like we were the fittest, the strongest survived. You know.
What was it? There was somebody I saw who posted to on Facebook the other day. I think he watched the Goonies with his son or his daughter or something for the first time,
Right.
And their reaction was, how come these kids are allowed to do this? Where are their parents?
Listen, there was some stupid ass shit that I did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, and that's exactly the point. The kids don't get into trouble like that.
No.
When you were young, when I was young, we could totally end up somewhere where there could be a fucking killer in this house and we're somehow exploring their basement.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay? The Goonies, quite far-fetched.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know.
Far-fetched. But if you lived in a little town like that, you could totally go disappear for like 12 hours through the course of a day. Your parents had no idea where you were. As long as you were home in time for dinner, it didn't fucking matter
If not,
where you went.
they sent out a search party
Yes.
if you weren't home by 5:30.
Yeah. So the fact that these parents weren't looking for them overnight is a little
Yeah.
That's a bit much. Come sundown,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah, you gotta be
Come
home by sundown.
We got seven, 8 children who are suddenly missing. All right, there's everyone in there and their mother's going to be looking for this. We're going to have cops from the other town coming over, combing the woods with their arms hooked together.
Right.
And that's what was going to happen. I understand that. As soon as the sun goes down, that's it. The movie should have been over.
No.
But
Well, I mean, we didn't see the perspective of the families searching for their kids.
would they maybe check the well? That's a spot a kid could fall down.
Absolutely.
Let's check the well.
Keep going.
The
Finish the
well.
thought.
I don't know. No kid has ever fallen down the well in that town. I guess.
Obviously not.
In every Lassie episode, Timmy falls down the well.
If there
What's
was
the matter?
gold in that fucking well.
Listen, Timmy's an asshole because if he had fallen down this well, he would have found gold. I don't know.
But apparently in Lassie, the dog was very smart. And he didn't attack people like that would happen in the stories
and everybody
that we're talking
spoke
about today.
Lassie's language.
Apparently.
Okay.
And unlike Lassie, animals do attack.
Oh my God. We haven't even gotten to today's
I'm
topic.
trying. Son of a bitch. I'm trying real fucking hard here, guys, all right?
Oh.
Do you have any other subjects you want to go on before we get to
Let's
our
finish up
topic?
the previous episode.
No.
H.H. Holmes.
Oh, fuck you both. You're fired. Get out. You're both fired. I'm going to do this show on my own.
Oh my God.
Christ almighty. I need another Ecto Cooler. Oh, man. Oh.
Ecto Cooler.
That's the sound of an Ecto Cooler opening up, ladies and gentlemen. In that movie, there was a giant dog demon that attacked people.
I don't have any dog stories, so you're gonna have to find another animal.
It was actually Dana Barrett.
There is no Dana, only Zool.
And Zool is hot. Zool is hot.
She is. On that note, we're going to take a break and we're going to come back and talk. And we'll talk about
We're going to talk about specific animal type stuff.
Talk about
and not go into the fucking wells and gold and kids
Lassie.
falling down them.
Christ almighty.
Search parties. The way things were back in the day.
No more H.H. Holmes. Nope.
No more. You
No more.
don't even talk about it.
I've had it with that guy.
Done.
We'll be back.
Chaos.
Eric's decided to have an Ecto Cooler.
It's so tangy and delicious.
Please don't slurp in my ear. Oh my God! Right.
Oh, we just got a case of the sillies today.
Unlike the animal attacks.
Oh my god.
So I heard on one of my favorite podcasts, Expanded Perspectives, about crocodiles in Florida.
What?
Yeah.
Alligators, you mean?
No, crocodiles.
Crocodiles.
Nile crocodile.
Nile crocodile. Are they from the Nile?
Yes.
How the fuck did that
They're
happen?
from Africa. Well, according to my research, there was a facility in Miami that was breeding Nile crocodiles. And they
Why
escaped.
Nile crocodiles?
I don't know. That's what they were doing.
What
They're no
Nile
longer doing it
crocodiles?
because they let them escape.
Oh, because they let them escape. Like they just opened the doors one day. They
It
thought
was like 12 monkeys.
and
No,
Brad Pitt
it
showed
wasn't.
up
It
and
wasn't.
said, "Let me be free."
Now, Nile crocodiles get big,
Yeah.
Uh huh.
and they're quite heavy.
Yeah. And you know something cool about Nile crocodiles?
This is scary
They
as fuck.
can climb trees.
No.
All the time they've been telling you, whenever you get chased by a gator or a croc, climb a tree. No good.
Not when you're...
Not anymore.
Not a
when you're
Nile
in Egypt.
crocodile.
This fucker's gonna chase you. They've seen pictures of this thing in a tree.
Now, here's the other problem with Nile crocodiles. They actually look very similar to the American crocodile.
Gator.
So they're... No, crocodile.
There's no
There's-
American.
there
There is
is
an
a-
American
yes,
crocodile.
there is.
There's an American crocodile.
What did they make it?
There's an American crocodile, but it's much smaller.
Yeah, it's much smaller. Meanwhile, the Nile crocodile can grow up to 18 feet long and weigh as much as a small car.
That's a big fucker.
It's a big fucker.
Okay.
Define small
I didn't know
car,
that there was an
because-
American crocodile. I thought that I know they're not really native to America. So I thought that it was gators in the northern hemisphere and crocodiles in the southern hemisphere.
No, there's an American crocodile.
Where did it come from?
I don't know.
How did you not do that research?
Well, I was reading, and a national parksman said, when we came across the fucker. Not really.
He
I
said
can't-
fucker?
No, he didn't say fucker, but I'm just kind of paraphrasing here. He's like, I was like, oh, that's a strange looking gator. And then my friend said, no, that's a crocodile. And then, after DNA testing, they found out
Is that
it's a
your
Nile
is that your
crocodile.
ranger voice?
That was my ranger voice.
Instead
Okay.
of a raspy voice, it's
my,
a ranger voice.
My raspy ranger voice. Like, what was that famous ranger? I don't remember.
Yogi.
Raccoon Ranger.
No, not Yogi.
Raccoon Ranger.
The Ranger Rick.
Ranger
Ranger
Rick.
Rick.
Yes, that
Yeah.
was my Ranger Rick raspy voice.
Okay.
But yeah, no, he did say that it was in one of the articles, I believe off either Newsweek or CNN, that cited an American crocodile.
That's
That's it?
That's it.
Well, okay, so here's some
that was the
scary-
most anticlimactic ending to that story.
Okay, no, so here we go. So the reptiles were captured in the wild in 2009, 2011, and 2014. Now, the DNA findings were not actually published until the April of this year, which is why we are now discussing this topic. Now, they do think that there is a chance that now Nile crocodiles have been introduced to the wildlife of Florida, and there may be others around because of reproducing and such things.
Okay.
Now, Nile crocodiles between the years 2010 and 2014 had 480 attacks on humans and caused 123 fatalities.
Jesus.
Compared to a shark, or shark attacks in 2015 alone, there were 98 attacks and 6 deaths. So clearly, the Nile crocodile is more deadly than a shark.
Here's a picture
Well-
of a Nile crocodile in a tree.
Well, it would make sense that crocodiles. Okay, that's a crocodile in a tree.
If you're ever wondering what it looked like.
Clearly, that's what it
If you
looks
ever
like.
wondered what it looked like, Google crocodile in a tree. So turns out crocodiles can climb trees. That's what was searched. Search that, you'll find a crocodile in a tree. All right. But it makes sense that crocodile attacks are more popular than shark attacks because crocodiles are on land, just like people are.
This fucker is just sunbathing. Like he is enjoying every second of this tree. He's in this tree just like,
That's his happy place.
this is my tree.
It's his
I
happy
dare
place.
you.
Yeah, he's looking up
Dare.
like this. He's got the
That's
sun
what he's
on his
saying.
face.
Dare.
if that wasn't scary enough about Nile crocodiles, that they can climb trees, I found a serial killer crocodile.
What?
Yes. A serial killer
this should be
crocodile.
Yes. A serial killer?
A serial killer.
Like he has an MO.
Yeah.
A specific type of people.
He only eats a certain
No,
part of
not-
the brain when he cracks the skull open. The medulla
the
oblongata.
No, he does grab people,
It's because he has no toothbrush.
drags them into water, he drowns them, then he throws the bodies aside,
So this croc is killing for fun.
killing for fun.
He just doesn't like people. He's like, you fuckers came into my land.
Yep.
You cut down some trees. Now you want to sit on my beach.
Yes, he has
In my trees.
In my trees.
trees. No, unfortunately,
Cut down my
Gustave,
trees. You took my beach. I'm going to take your leg.
Gustave, which is the name of the serial killer, is
They
Gustave.
named him Gustav.
Gustave.
Is he German?
I don't know.
Really?
The
What kind of
crocodile
fucking name-
hunter
Where does
named
it come
him.
from?
I don't know.
The croc
crocodile-
hunter named him Gustav.
Gustav.
He's Australian.
Not that crocodile.
Oh.
Crocodile hunter. A crocodile.
A
studier.
croc hunter.
Patricia something.
Named him
I can't pronounce the name.
Gustav.
Gustav.
You couldn't give him like a more terrifying name so people know to stay away from him?
They know. If you see him, you know to stay the fuck away
But
from him.
how do you know it's him? He's a crocodile.
He's 20 to 25 feet long.
I'm not measuring the fucker when I see
And
him.
he's, okay, I'm sorry. He does have distinguishing marks. Beyond being 20 to
If
25
there's something
feet
on his
long,
belly, I swear to God, I'm going to scream.
No, this is awesome. This is awesome. He's 2,000 pounds, and he has 3 bullet wounds and a stab wound on the shoulder.
How are you going to see that?
If I see a crocodile, or if I see a
Excuse
crocodile,
me, sir.
and
Can I check your right shoulder?
let me get out my measuring tape.
Hold on. 20 feet, 3 bullet holes. I don't see a knife wound though, sir. You're gonna have to do a little better convincing here. You know, you're gonna roll over a little bit. Let me check. What? Are you kidding me?
That they all the articles I
They
read on
couldn't
him
like give him a
were like-
watch or something. Like put something on his wrist.
I'm sorry.
Like
Are we doing a Captain Hook reference that he ate the clock? Does he tick tock?
Sure, anything, something to make him spray paint him, make him glow in the dark. Whatever you can do. Nobody's looking for bullet holes.
Does he name tag Gustave?
If the crocodile is rushing you, how do you check for bullet holes?
If he's running after you,
You're gonna run no matter what.
yeah, you're going to run no
You're
matter
just gonna
what.
run. But the point is,
You're not looking
no
for
point,
marks.
really.
You're not looking for marks.
not
If
looking
I
for
see a crocodile running
Thank you.
towards me,
Just run.
I'm just running.
Yeah.
I'm just going to run. And I'm going to run like I never run before. I weigh 260 pounds, okay? And I'm still getting over my, medical everything. I'm running.
Now, if you climb a tree, this Nile crocodile cannot go after you.
What, he's too heavy.
He's too heavy.
Well,
So,
yeah.
okay.
He weighs. He's 25 feet long. He
But-
probably weighs how many pounds?
But it sounds like he can take the
2,000
tree down.
He weighs 2,000 pounds. And that's why they think that he is become
Swallowing people whole.
swallowing people whole. Yes. No, he actually has swallowed people whole.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God!
It's like a
Wait a
snake.
minute,
Do
wait
they-
a minute, wait a
like,
minute.
Do they fight there? Are they in there like punching to get out? I mean, how do you?
How do you? Well, wait a minute. But technically,
I mean, I'm
All
sure
right.
it was a small child, if I'm remembering properly.
If-
and he bit him once and then just called him.
Well,
and
I
they
wasn't
never,
expecting him to swallow
they
Alan
never,
Alda.
Yeah, no, but they never found the rest of the kid. I don't know.
all right. Wait a minute. Now, if I'm correct, crocodiles and alligators take their kills. They do the death roll
Yeah, because the
Right.
bones and the
because they
suffocation.
can't.
and
They can't get their hands around it.
They got the T-Rex arms. Yeah.
Yeah, they get the T-Rex arms, so they do the death roll, and then they store their food in various places after it's dead, so it can rot.
So Harambe can't get to it.
Well, because it's got to rot, because
It's
it
gotta
can't.
rot.
They can't break it down in their stomach properly.
Gustav is an efficient killer, apparently.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, they do say because of his size, that is why he has moved on to larger prey, including humans, because he can't catch the more agile prey that his breed usually goes after.
So everything else is too fast because he's a fat ass.
Because he's a fat ass, because he's eaten 300 people.
300 people.
300
Right.
people.
It's a hungry croc.
And this is actually, they based the movie Primeval on him.
I've never seen that.
Primeval was actually
that's about
originally
a big,
named Gustave.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's why I know that name.
Yeah.
And it's got who's that actor?
Oh,
Brad Pitt.
No.
it begins with a D.
You know what? I don't care because we're going to get off topic again.
Yeah,
It doesn't give a fuck who he is.
but
I could care less.
If you,
and I'm not gonna. But I won't.
no, but
So don't.
You should have watched
Just stop.
that movie before
Not
we
gonna.
did this show.
No, didn't know.
No, you
We
want to watch
decided
that?
on this like 12 hours ago.
Yeah, okay.
Now, Eric might find this interesting because I know you're a history buff.
Yeah,
The Battle of Ramree Island.
okay.
Never heard of it.
In World War II, Ramree Island was the site of a battle between Japanese and Allied forces. It took place on January 26, 1944, when the Royal Marine and the 36th Indian Infantry Brigade, they landed on the island.
Brigadoon.
I don't know how to, whatever. They landed on the island and they outflanked the
I
Japanese.
just like saying Brigadoon.
So the Japanese soldiers retreated to another
word.
stronghold they had across the island. Now, in order to get to this other stronghold, they had to cross miles and miles of marshland. Inside the marshland, Nile crocodiles.
Oh, okay.
So, of the estimated 500 to 1,000 Japanese soldiers that entered the swamps, there were only 20 survivors.
As little as 480 and as many as 980 people were killed by these crocodiles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And typically, saltwater crocodiles are larger.
And now these crocodiles actually attack at night. So during the day, they could make their progress within the marshlands and, get medical attention and such things. And then at night, the crocodiles would just attack
Maul them.
by the dozens.
At what point did they realize, hey, we're losing this battle?
But you're kind of trapped. Like, you're between saltwater crocodiles and the Royal Marine Indian Infantry Brigade.
Yeah, you're fucked either way.
These are soldiers who were eaten?
I would take the,
They're not very good soldiers.
Wait, you're going to have hand-to-hand combat with a crocodile?
They had guns.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
but-
sure they ran out of bullets eventually.
yeah, and the crocodile's got a thick skin.
Yeah, like I said, Gustave has 3 bullet wounds.
These 2,000 pounds.
They described his skin like armor-like.
Armor.
Armor-like.
He's the Batman of crocodiles.
Basically.
Yeah.
All right, I got nothing. Brigadoon.
This is actually, according to the Guinness Book of Records, listed as the biggest catastrophe against humans by animals in all of history.
I would sure as hell hope so. If it gets worse than this.
Wait, I have worse than this.
980 people were eaten by 980 soldiers were eaten by crocodiles.
Yeah, not even people,
before they
soldiers.
even got to the battle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not like a town that was just surrounded. This was soldiers. These are men who are trained to fight and kill.
Right.
On their way to go fight and kill some people, they all got eaten by crocodiles.
Mm-hmm.
All 980 of them.
Yeah.
This is the worst infantry ever. No wonder they lost the war. Good for them.
They lost the war.
Good.
They sure as shit didn't win.
See, maybe that's what the bomb was all about. Getting rid of those goddamn crocodiles.
Now, I actually have possibly in competition with this, also during World War II.
Wow, this
in
is-
July of 1945. A Japanese sub fired 2 torpedoes at the USS Indianapolis, splitting the ship in half.
Uh-huh.
900 crewmen, again.
Right? Were you there? Do you
No, I remember reading about it.
That's right. Like, oh yes, that rings a bell.
900.
I remember that day.
I remember that day.
The coffee was hot. The women were slow. The tide was high. The moon was bright.
That it was.
Okay, so 900.
And the crocs were hungry.
No, not Crocs this time.
What do we, oh, not crocs now?
I'm gonna leave it
We're
for a
shifting.
surprise.
We're shifting,
We're shifting
gears.
Yeah, it's sharks, right?
Yes, it is.
What do you spoil it for?
She was going to tell you that. That was the next day.
Just because you read over her shoulder, I was.
No, I didn't read over her shoulder. I remember this story in history.
Oh, that's right. You were there. The coffee was warm. The women were slow.
So do you want to tell the rest of
The
them?
moon was bright.
It was the same story from Jaws.
It was a cool day on a Greek summer morning.
It was the same story as Jaws. There was no crewman in Jaws.
At the end of Jaws, he was telling the story.
There were crewmen and they needed a bigger boat. They very clearly said that.
I'm sorry, there was no like U.S. Navy.
You didn't say that.
No,
You gotta
it
be
was,
more
It's
specific.
apparently where he survived from, Quincy, right?
Yeah, that's Quincy's story.
Yeah.
But that's what the writer was inspired by.
Okay, so 900 crewmen escaped the sinking ship. They were fine the first day. They got to the surface and they were waiting to be rescued. They were fine the first day, but on sunrise of the next day, the sharks arrived, biting and killing several soldiers. Now, after those deaths, the blood in the water attracted more sharks. 4 days passed before a rescue ship arrived, only to discover the most horrific shark attack in all of history. Of the 900 crew who survived the torpedo attack, only 321 were pulled out of the water alive. 4 died following their during treatment, bringing the total shark-related deaths to 583.
Not as bad as the saltwater crocodile.
No,
Not
apparently
quite.
crocs did better than sharks.
So they shot this ship,
Yep, shot it in half.
split in half, and then the sharks said, lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Well, I mean, I would.
Well, I
if
mean,
was a
essentially, the
shark.
more people got
Free
attacked, the more
food.
chum there was in the water. So the
Yeah.
chum.
Sharks-
I love that word.
I just wanted
Sharks
to use
like
the word
their
chum.
chum.
I love that
really,
word,
I needed
chum.
to use
They
it.
sharks enjoy their chum.
Yeah.
You can keep talking.
That would have been
I
much
can't.
better than my
I'm
story.
entranced by the song. You know, when you hear it, it's like, oh, I can see it. I can see it now. Yep, that's a shark.
That's a shark.
I think we're going to need a bigger boat.
Man goes into cage.
You wonder why
Cage
so many
goes
people
into
get
water.
attacked by sharks when they have a theme music like that,
Seriously.
right?
Well, John Williams.
I think that whenever you see a shark, at this point, you just hear the music in your head.
I would.
Yeah.
That's what would happen. Like
Yeah.
you go to even when you go to like SeaWorld, there's a shark in the tank.
There's a
and
Shark Tank,
You
and
you
you
just
hear
see
this music.
dun-dun. It's just in your head. You
Well,
can't-
that's the only place I've ever seen a real live shark is in the aquarium.
well, if
yeah.
you'd seen it otherwise,
Yeah, that would have been.
you'd be living a very interesting life.
You should be telling that story right now.
right.
Well,
Seriously.
yeah. I can barely remember the main actor's name from Primeval.
Yeah.
Dominic Purcell.
Yeah.
You know? All right, that's enough.
Got it. 583 men dead.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, did you get that out of your system?
I did.
All right.
I did. I'm very pleased now. I'm very happy. We can move on. This is the Ecto Cooler and Taco Bell. High.
Taco Bell, absolutely.
I saw a story about these two surfers. The surfer that got attacked by 2 sharks.
Oh, I saw that.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. No. He was in
He's like, dude, what's that?
a shark.
His shark.
No,
Wow, trippy, man.
No, man, that's 2 sharks.
In the break where they surf
seeing
there,
double.
there is a
The point break?
in the break. Yes, in the break. Fuck you. so in this break, okay,
Right.
the sharks, the semi-local sharks, not the non-local sharks, the local sharks, they swim this area and they eat seal. They eat there for seal and sardines.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, in this break is populated by seal and sardines.
I know about the seals.
Did you see that video of that seal that was like escaping a shark and he jumped up onto a boat?
Yeah, that was
It was a
like-
killer shark.
that was
Yeah.
the
It was a
cutest
killer
thing.
shark. He was running away
That was
from a killer
adorable.
shark.
That was just adorable.
Yeah, he was running away from him.
And then you looked up
He's
at
running
the people,
for his life,
and he
and it
looked
was
up at the human
adorable.
being. He looked up at the guy with
he's like,
the
don't.
the biggest eyes. Like the face he had was utter fear. Like, he shit himself 3 times on the way into that boat. That was the look. Like, please don't throw me back in there.
I'm sorry. I just need to hide here for a minute.
He had like a dog face. He looked like a dog.
Well, that's all seals
like.
are. Yeah.
Yes, they're dog fish.
Like a luck dragon. It's a dog dragon.
It's a dog dragon. It's a dogfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he did. He looked like a dog. He said, "Oh, please don't throw me back." And the guy was saying, "I can throw him back in there if you want." His friend should have fucking thrown him in there for that shit.
Seriously.
Like, how could you throw this poor thing back?
Look at this poor seal.
What is wrong with you?
He's got tears in his eyes.
That dude is clearly hanging out with the wrong people.
You know?
I paid for this ship. He's a freeloader. Apparently, it was Ralph Cramden on the ship.
Yeah.
So the guy was surfing, and there's actually video of this, which is really cool. It was on one of those world's biggest, greatest animal attack things shows.
Right.
Help me out here.
Right.
Help me out here.
What is greatest?
Oh, for the love of, you're no help either. Jeez,
When animals attack. When animals attack.
I'm gonna call the show that.
Yeah.
You're no help. Why do I talk to you people?
Super gross.
So there's video. His brother was taping it, and the guy hits the wave. A nice form and everything that he was very good at.
What trick was he doing?
I don't fucking know.
You listen.
I feel like you
We're
should
from New
research
York.
that.
We don't know shit about shit when it comes to surfing.
I don't know shit about shit when it comes to shit. Right?
Long Island, Long Beach Island, something down there. They do surf
That's not proper
competitions.
surfing.
The
No.
World Surfing Competition is there.
It's been up until like 10 years ago. Surfing was illegal in New York.
Okay, well, 10 years. That's a while, boys. You could have learned a little bit about surfing.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
strangle
but
you.
out in the West Coast, that's a way of life out there.
Well, no,
for a
this was
community.
Way of life.
South Africa.
Okay. The surfing's good down there too.
Apparently, unless there's a shark. In the video, you see him go up, guys on the board, and he hits the wave, and then there's a shark. You actually
Inside
see
the wave?
You see that. I was getting to that. You actually
You're taking fucking forever with this story. I was trying to help you out.
really?
Oh, my God.
After you. Anyway.
It's called thorough research.
So on the wave, you actually see the shark's fin pop up out of the wave.
Oh my God, really?
Shut up. I'm talking to Eric here. The fin actually comes up out of the wave behind him. No, excuse me, in front of him. And then a second shark's fin pops up on the wave behind him. So this guy is literally encircled by 2 sharks. He's got them on either side of him. The shark bumps him. Like, it swims real fast and, collides with the surf, knocking him off his board. Bites onto his hand and swims away with him. The other shark circles around and comes at his head.
So this is like a mugging by shark.
It's a mugging. Yes, this is
That's exactly what it's like. It's like a mugging. They're going to take his wallet.
If they eat you.
If they
your
eat you,
muggers eat you alive. Yes, that's totally what it's like.
It's like they're mugging him.
Give me your wallet
They're
or I'm
ripping him in
gonna
half.
eat you.
These sharks are just bullies.
Unfortunately, these bullies are very, very clumsy. They had the attack set,
They didn't practice though.
but no, there was no dress rehearsal.
Well, they were young.
They might have been. This might have been their first mugging. It's their first time out the gate. They
Working together.
There's a couple of kinks they got to work out. This guy's being dragged by his arm by one shark. Shark's got a good grip on him. Swimming along, the other one circles around, comes at his head, slams into the other shark, misses the guy, hits the other shark. And the other shark is so stunned, he lets the guy go. And he gets away.
He's
Fail.
like, what the fuck? And his mouth is like, oh my God. Dude,
Like,
are you
bro,
fucking kidding me?
you had one job.
you had one job. Just one job.
Bite the head off.
Seriously.
Oh my God.
We talked about this. In the video, you see his friends carrying him off the side. The 2 sharks are in the background yelling at each other. You see them in the water, and this guy's. You see his hand. His finger is literally hanging off. That fucking guy still goes out there. He still surfs to this day. That same thing. He's waiting for that shark to come back. He's got a gun in his back. He's going to shoot him right in the head. And he knows that the other sharks will let him because he's a fuck up.
I found one about the creator of the shark cage.
Man goes into cage. Cage goes into salsa. Sharks in the salsa.
Oh, Shaq.
Yes. Now, I really should let you read this because you're so much more exciting than I am.
All right. Attacked while defending his Australian spearfishing title on December 8th, 1953.
Is that your reading voice?
Do you have something against my reading voice now?
Not at all.
I can't please you fuckers.
It's just, that's pretty professional sounding.
It was my Ted Koppel voice.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so apparently he was able to use his spear to gouge out the shark's eyeball.
Wow.
Got him right in the eye.
Gross.
You're supposed to hit him in the nose, but I think the eye works too.
Yeah, that's...
It released him. Oh, wait. This is... Okay, so the shark had him, grabbed him. I wasn't listening to you. I'm sorry. I'll just go back. When a great white grabbed him by the middle of the torso. Now he uses the spear, not before, because otherwise the shark wouldn't have fucked with him. Shark
Go back to the Ted Koppel voice.
So he gouged out the shark's eye, and it released him, but quickly circled back for more. This shark is relentless.
Yeah, he's going to be wearing an eye patch for the rest of his life. He doesn't give a fuck.
He jammed his arm into the shark's mouth, and the flesh was stripped away by the shark's teeth. This is when he pulled it out, or when he pushed
out.
Okay, when he pulled out of the shark. When he pulled out,
When he pulled out...
that's when the trouble began.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I just realized what I'm going to have to segue into.
The shark returned for a third attack. Holy fuck.
Oh, God.
The balls on this guy. Shark returned for a third attack, grabbing Fox and dragged him to the ocean floor. The shark released him, and rescuers in a nearby boat dragged him to see how deep was his water?
It was deep, apparently. They were out in the ocean. They were spearfishing. What the hell do you want from me?
I mean, he dragged him to the ocean floor. He let him go.
Yeah. And he floated to the top.
And that's got to take a couple minutes.
Yeah, I don't know what apparently the shark
He
was
hasn't
the other
drowned by
shark.
now? Guy's got some lungs on him.
Oh, he's got some balls on him, too. He fought the shark off twice.
Apparently not. He's got nothing bone left. Bones are visible on his right hand, arm, and rib cage. His rib cage, too. Wow. His wetsuit kept his organs from spilling out of his body.
Yeah.
How did the shark eat around the wetsuit?
I'm going to guess, because the shark's tooth is pretty sharp, it probably just sliced right through him. But the pressure kind of held it. 360 stitches and four hours of surgery.
Yep, to put him back together.
And he is the man who developed the shark cage.
Mm-hmm. So he could study the sharks.
So you come into the water, you kill a bunch of shit with a stick.
Right.
Somebody fights back. I'm going to build a cage so I can keep hitting shit with sticks.
Right.
That makes sense.
That's human beings.
That's
exactly.
human beings. That's just what we do. We dominate every aspect of everything.
Yeah.
You know? What did I see? They said the other day, hard to explain a pet. You take an animal, bring it into captivity, and it develops Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah,
And
that's
you
what
have a pet.
domestication really is.
And you have a pet.
The first domesticated animal was a cow.
What?
Think about it.
That I'm trying to think about it, and it's not making sense. The first thing we said is, I want this in my home.
Not in your home.
I was going to say, a cow doesn't go in your home, right? We said
He
cow.
said domesticated. I'm talking about dogs over here.
Yeah, but think about it. The cow is not docile.
It's not docile.
It's docile. Think about it.
Well,
It's docile.
Yeah, it's
It
1,000 pounds. It's a lot like this shark over here. It's too fat to do anything.
No, it's Gustave, the crocodile.
Yeah, no.
Whatever.
It provides milk. It provides beef.
It's not providing anything. This isn't a Douglas Adams book. He's not providing shit. Okay,
All right.
We're chaining the
He's not,
fucker up.
I'm
We're
delicious.
clocking
Please
it.
look at
He's not
Look
like,
at me.
he's not like, giving it to you. Here's my flesh. Eat it.
Please, I don't understand. Why don't you want to eat me?
For those who haven't read The Restaurant at the Edge of the Universe, please do before continuing this episode.
But all farm animals were domesticated originally before, wolves were domesticated.
Yeah.
Okay. Chickens, cows,
I
sheep.
want to know the first guy who looked at a wolf and said, right there,
Well,
it's
because-
going to help me raise my children.
Well, because the wolves were eating the chickens and the cows and everything like that, they were attacking them at night because they were fenced in the...
So instead of killing them, they decided, I'm going to train them.
I'm going to cuddle him and keep myself warm.
Yeah, well, they decided to
Hug
domesticate
him
him.
and squeeze him
And name
rub
him George.
Name him George.
Forever. I
Next.
don't know where you want to go.
You said, I have to realize what I'm going to segue into. You had the idea already.
That's Mr. Hands.
Oh, Mr. Hands.
Mr. Hands.
Mr. Hands.
I don't wanna
We
do Mr.
cannot
Hands.
go. We cannot finish. We cannot do this episode without talking about Mr. Hands.
What the fuck is Mr. Hands?
She doesn't want to read Mr. Hands.
don't wanna read
I'll
Mr.
read
Hands.
Mr. Hands.
I'll find Mr. Hands.
Find Mr. Hands because I'm going to read him. Eric does not know Mr. Hands. She didn't know Mr. Hands until this morning, and now she's sorry she knows about Mr. Hands. Mr.
Can't
Hands.
unlive this.
You can't unknow it.
You can't.
For those of you with weak hearts, small children, turn the radio up so they can hear.
Mr. Hands was part of the Enum-Claw horse sex case.
What?
Yeah, I told you. Turn
can't
that
unknow
volume
this.
up and bring
You
the
can't
kiddies in
unknow this.
close. This is gonna get rough. And that's what Mr. Hands said.
No, God.
Kenneth Pinion was his name. He was a proprietor
Okay.
of zoophilia porn
In other words,
under the name of Mr. Hands. Interspecies erotica porn. People fucking animals.
No.
Animals fucking people.
yeah,
I stand corrected.
yeah, because one is called bestiality.
Yeah.
What he
is when
specialized-
you're the beast and you're giving it.
Yeah, but this is
He took it.
What they
I'm gonna get-
called it in the articles was receptive anal sex.
Interspecies erotica, fucko.
all right.
July 2005, he was videotaped by a friend. He suffered, in the middle of one of his sessions, he suffered a perforated colon, which is basically a hole in the wall of the gastrointestinal tract
From being fucked by
from
a
being fucked by a horse.
horse. Right to the edge and
Took it right
beyond.
to the edge and beyond, just ripped the hole. Led to the passing of the bill prohibiting sex with animals and videotaping it. There is so he died from his injuries died from his injuries after receiving receptive anal sex with a stallion. That's what they called it. Receptive
called
anal
it.
sex with a stallion. Oh, he was a stallion, all right. He knew what he was doing. He knew how to use it. Don't ever let him tell you size doesn't matter, because in this case,
In this case, oh boy,
man, did it
oh
matter.
boy.
Now here's a little cautionary tale for Eric.
Oh, Jesus.
Down here at the bottom.
I'm
A
getting to it.
cautionary tale for me.
Yeah.
What are you insinuating there?
I'm just listen.
After a motorcycle accident, he had lost the ability to experience certain sensations because of the vibrations from the thing. His ass just felt nothing. So he became involved in increasingly more extreme sex acts until he eventually decided, I need horsecock. So he had sexual fixation with large penises, it says. His friends actually left him in the ER when he died.
Well, they were embarrassed.
Fuck this guy.
They were like,
They dropped him
you know
off.
what?
They got
we
back
don't want
in the car.
cops to question us.
They dropped. That's
Put
it.
our names
They
in the
brought
file.
him to the ER. They said, I don't know. We found him this way. just left.
They just left.
This guy was on the side of the road. He was crawling. He was bleeding. He said, "Oh, we got to help this guy." He told us a story in the car and said, "You know what? Fuck him."
No. Now the thing you have to realize is like he kind of mumbled through earlier. This was the reason why they created bestiality rules.
Yeah.
So there
There
were
was
no
nothing
laws.
illegal
There
about
were no
this.
charges they could bring him or his friends up on.
Yeah. So they didn't get charged for anything.
I think they paid a $300 fine. The friend who videotaped it.
Like he said, you can't get fined. You can't. There's nothing wrong with you watching an interspecies erotica sex act. All you're going to get is a fine and a slap on the
Oh,
wrist.
I beg to differ.
I miss
There's
my
something
donkey.
really wrong with watching the horse cock up my ass. All right,
If it's your ass.
it's
that's-
my ass.
Then you're very.
But there's
you're very
something
athletic, son of
wrong
a
with
bitch.
a stallion giving it to a guy or a gal. You know, Either way, there's something wrong with it.
I've almost seen that.
You have?
I have.
Clerks 2 doesn't count.
No. No. In high school, I knew this guy.
You watch Bachelor Party?
I've seen Bachelor Party, but no. I don't know if he did, but his friend certainly did. Or his father's friend, anyway. Apparently, so I'm at his place one day, and I don't know how the fuck he got on the subject. He was a twisted person, so it really doesn't surprise me that he was on the subject, because I was not. He tells me about his father's friend, or stepfather's friend rather, and they had a party. It's a birthday party, I believe. And they were drunk as all get out. 3 sheets to the wind, tore up from the floor up, drank with the living dead.
Right.
Whiskey, tequila, vodka, rum, gin. Gotcha. So,
usually when you're that drunk, shit goes down.
And shit went down.
Okay.
Shit went down. Specifically, his wife went down.
Ooh.
On their Great Dane.
That's a big dog.
Yeah, they egged her on. There's got to be 8 guys in this room and his wife. They egged her on, and she goes down on the Great Dane. Okay?
Like I said, I would have preferred she went down on the 8 guys that were drunk.
Well, she didn't. The dog was apparently more appealing, which just shows you the group of people we have here.
That says something about the guys,
Yeah. Eventually bending over and taking the dog all the way. I saw the video.
They videoed it.
They did. And they had to get rid of the dog because it wouldn't leave her alone afterwards. Whenever she came home, the dog would maul her. The most disturbing part of that was when he put the tape on, it wasn't from the beginning. So this tape was not it wasn't in the beginning, it wasn't in the end. He popped the tape in and said, "Here, check this out." And I went home. I'd had enough. Said, "All right, that's it. Had enough." So Mr. Hands was not there in attendance. Maybe he was. Who knows? He might have been in attendance.
How did they explain, please, you need to take this dog?
I don't know. They must have said something like, "The dog has become
alone.
aggressive towards my wife, and we can't keep him."
No.
I don't think they explained the whole thing. But again, the worst part is the fact that, number one, the tape was not at the beginning or the end. It was in the middle.
Right.
It was in the middle.
That means essentially,
okay,
somebody watched it,
got to a certain point,
and
was finished.
That's the polite way to put it.
So they stopped.
Yeah.
They just stopped the tape.
Yeah.
And now, the other part of it is that this wasn't my friend's father showing this to me. It was my friend. It was him.
So he had seen it.
So he had the tape. He's the one who is in possession of this tape.
Right.
Forget that, the wife and all. That's a fucked up situation.
That's a footnote.
Yeah. But he's got the videotape.
Yeah.
He took this tape from his father. Now I'm sure that his father had it so that because the guy didn't want to keep it in his house in case his wife saw it and everything. Why his father didn't destroy it is beyond me. Why he took it from his father, kept it, and was watching it. This is delving into dangerous.
Yeah, this is delving into dangerous
territory. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah,
so I'm going to segue here.
We can't end on that one right there. That was just too horrifying.
Talking about fucked up things on video.
The Grizzly Man. Oh, I wish I could have seen that.
No, there is no scene.
I know. What?
I did see the Grizzly.
No, I saw the documentary.
Oh, yeah, I've seen the documentary.
Heard it.
Heard.
I was so upset. I was upset. I'm sorry. I watched that documentary. Documentary was about the Grizzly Man was this guy who
Timothy Treadwell,
who decided to go out into the woods and live with the brown bears.
Yeah.
Because he's an idiot.
He wasn't even studying them. He didn't. He wasn't
just
a professional.
Decided I've had enough and
decided to go out and live with the bears.
That's it. The bears are where I need to be.
He loved the bears and he wanted to go live with them.
So he spent 13 summers with them.
13 summers. He left in the winter because fuck them and they're cold.
Because they're sleeping.
They were sleeping.
But he could have slept with them.
Hibernated?
Like No, like Mr. Hands did.
Let's not talk about Mr. Hands anymore.
So, yeah, so he did that. He slept with them, or didn't sleep with them, rather. Didn't do anything. Didn't do anything.
No, he actually slept with his girlfriend who was with him.
And this guy, this guy had a girlfriend.
He did.
That's
No, actually, I can add to that.
He had a girlfriend, and
Actually-
she had a girlfriend? Is that how you're adding?
No, apparently after the tragic event, a number of women came forward confessing that they spent some time with him and the bears.
In the cave together? They spent time with him and the bears. Where's the girlfriend at this?
Before the girlfriend. So he not only convinced one woman.
Whoa. Hang on. This special individual.
listen. No matter what, I'm fucking single, and everybody's getting some except for me.
I got nothing
It's
for you, Eric.
pretty much how it goes. So you're telling me that this guy went every summer to live with the bears, and somewhere throughout the course of those years, when he came back to civilization, he met a woman, said, "I live with the bears in the summer," and she said, "My God, that's hot."
Yes.
And then she joined him.
The article said a number of women came forward.
But no, I'm talking about the main girlfriend.
Yes.
The main girlfriend.
Yes, the main girlfriend.
Who did this couple years with him.
3 years. The last 3 years.
I've been living with bears for 10 years, honey. Come join me.
And he's been with essentially 10 women, 10 summers over those past.
He's been with women for
decade.
years. Well, I mean, those were flings. This one decided to stay with him.
For 3 years.
3 years until that fateful day.
Yes.
There was a videotape. There was a video camera rolling. As he videotaped. The tape
He
or
logged,
film.
he logged about 100 hours of footage over the 13
Over
years.
the 13 years, yes. He filmed himself with the bears and everything. He was doing a video diary and or something of the sort.
Yeah.
And him and the girlfriend
Yes.
were mauled by a bear.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were not on camera at the time, but the audio was recording.
They claimed in the documentary that the lens cap was left on. Other sources say that the camera got turned on, but was inside a bag.
In the ensuing struggle?
But in the struggle, yes.
Either way, there is an audio recording of the death, and they kept mentioning.
No, it's only 6 minutes of the
Now,
attack.
they mentioned this multiple times through the course of the documentary. And then you get to the end of the documentary, like they're building you up to it. They're building you up. Herzog takes you on this whole journey about this audio that we have and we haven't found. We haven't heard it yet. We got to see. And when he finally hears it, he decides they're going to destroy it. Mm-hmm. And we don't hear it.
Yeah.
Now, maybe I'm fucked up, but it's a Werner Herzog movie. I was waiting for something serious. I was waiting for the big payoff. So, the fact that I didn't get to hear the tape, I was disappointed.
Well, did you hear the aftermath? I have a description of the aftermath that may
I've heard descriptions.
That may help you.
I've heard descriptions of it, but I haven't heard any actual audio. Apparently, there is a recording of it that does still exist, and you can probably find it on the dark web. I'm sure it's out there somewhere.
I'm sure.
Someone with Tor has it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to send it to me, but send it to me.
Please don't. Please don't. I don't want that in my house.
It's not in.
That's bad juju. No.
It's on the internet.
That's bad juju.
It's on the internet.
It's bad juju.
There's internet stuff all over the internet. And we have the internet. Technically, it's all here.
It's bad juju.
It's already here. I just haven't tapped into it yet.
The fucking stallion fucking the Mr. Hands, I'm
Okay,
sure is.
I'm taking this
I
away
have
from Mr.
nothing-
Hands.
I
Here,
don't
look,
wanna
okay.
see that.
So
No.
Treadwell's disfigured head, partial spine, and his right forearm and hand, with the wristwatch still attached to it.
We're mailed in a box to Brad Pitt in the middle of a desert. Opened by Morgan Freeman.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
With Kevin Spacey on his knees. Then Mr. Hands showed up and things got heaty.
So then they found Bear V141, a large male grizzly that was protecting the campsite. The rangers were able to kill him, and they found
So wait,
fingers.
they found parts of his body first, then they killed the bear.
Yes.
And they decided this one did it.
No, they cut him open.
They cut open the bear before they knew he did it?
Yeah. They killed the bear before they knew he did it. They killed two bears that day.
Why would they cut him open if they didn't we're just gonna kill some bears
He
here?
was guarding the campsite like, this shit is mine, motherfucker. It's mine.
But it was his campsite. He
No.
set it up.
No, he didn't.
Have you never seen Yogi Bear?
Oh my god, Yogi Bear lived in a cave and he stole picnic baskets that weren't his.
So he needs to be shot?
No, he was just smarter than the average bear.
You
This bear was not smart.
Okay.
Okay? He should have just taken the goddamn picnic basket
Continue.
and just left these people alone. So in his stomach, they found parts of the Treadwell and his girlfriend, the fingers and limbs.
That's all.
That's
Yeah,
all.
that's
Again with the anticlimactic
Well, listen,
finish.
I was trying to go with disfigured head and partial spine.
You should have ended with that.
But you guys kept going with fucking Mr. Hands. I had to distract you.
Mr. Hands was minutes ago.
No,
Move
he
past
wasn't.
it.
He just went into Mr. Hands again, so I just dove into something else. I
not
panicked.
lonely.
just.
I
Not
panicked.
just.
Okay.
He's lonely. I don't blame anything that comes
so to
out of
make
his
Eric
mouth.
even lonelier, we mentioned him earlier, Steve Irwin.
Oh, he was
Oh,
married too.
yeah,
he
he
married
was-
with
He was
kids.
married with kids.
That lunatic.
And
Yeah.
they, on their honeymoon, they actually went and trapped crocodiles. And that was actually the footage that became the first episode of The Crocodile Hunter.
Oh, romantic.
How does that help me?
6 billion people on the planet. Start sifting, buddy.
Yeah.
Mr. Hands did.
Oh, God, Mr. fucking Hands.
Did the horse get the finish at least, or did he just go and they pulled him off and then did the horse? Did they leave? The
Are you
horse with
going to
blue
pull a
balls?
Well, his
horse?
friends left him at the ER. I don't think they were going to be like, oh, he's in pain. We should stop this.
They might have gone back and finished the horse off.
They probably did.
What are we talking about now?
Don't fucking ask. July 28th, 2010. A mother bear and her 3 cubs went on a coordinated rampage of 3 different campgrounds.
Like a bunch of raptors.
Yeah.
I
They
love
came
it.
from 3 different.
You go
3 or
that
4
way.
different
You go
angles.
that way.
Mama bear attacked Kevin Kremer.
I heard they have bacon.
She pulled him from his sleeping bag and mauled him to death
Wow.
25 feet from his tent.
Dragged him the fuck out of there and said, "You're mine, bitch."
Right. One of the baby bears went after Deb Freed. She was bitten on the wrist and the leg, crushing both her hand and her whatever bone. And she just
Whatever bone.
whatever bone.
Okay.
Leg bone. Leg bone's connected to the ankle bone. It's a
Thigh
fucking
bone.
leg bone.
The neck
She
bone.
crushed her leg bone and her wrist bone.
Brigadoon.
The calf.
But Deb played dead and the bear left her alone. So clearly this is a baby bear who doesn't have much experience.
No.
But
Like, she's dead and it took all the fun out of it. Mom.
But the Rangers did say that was a bit strange because if the bears were actually looking for food, they would have just eaten her.
Oh, he's dead. It took all the fun out of it, but fuck it. Meal.
After Deb, a
Lunch.
teenage boy was attacked by the same bear, but he punched it in the face and it ran away. So obviously,
He punched a bear in the face?
punched the bear in the
Well,
fucking
he's got
face.
some balls.
I don't know if I could do that. I could punch a bear in the face. I'd be like,
If I'm getting attacked by it and I've got no place to go, yeah, I'm going to punch a bear in my face.
I'd probably aim a little lower with my leg. I don't think I'd go for the face because you could either miss or strike and get
It
bitten.
depends upon how close the bear was.
He was close enough to punch him in the fucking face.
And that's what I'm talking about.
You could kick him in the nuts too. Do balls have?
Do bears have nuts? It's like,
bears have nards?
do werewolves
They
have
bears,
nards?
yes. Wolfman has nards. So
I
bears
mean,
must
bears
have
are
nards.
mammals, so they have to.
Yeah.
They don't lay egg. They have mammals, so they got nuts.
Absolutely.
So kick
There's
them.
only like 1 or 2 mammals that lay eggs, okay? But there isn't proof that all of the creatures have the balls on the outside of the body.
So they like tuck them away.
Yes,
Why don't we have that ability?
because we're men and we're stupid.
That actually is a good answer.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I accept that answer.
All right.
Okay, so here's
I'll
another-
take what happened next for a
Okay,
thousand.
So
Alex.
I'm gonna distract you boys with another short one. The title of this one is Kangaroo Ruptures Breast Implants. Are you listening?
Yes.
got his attention. You got his attention.
Sharon Heinrich was cycling along the Risling Trail in Australia. Her and her friend noticed a kangaroo standing on the ledge just above, and they stopped to look at him, thinking, how cute.
Not
Next
so
thing you
cute
know,
now.
he leaped down onto the trail,
Said,
landed on Hyrick, and then launched off of her chest.
Wow, he stepped on her tit.
He ruptured her breast implants, cracked 3 ribs, and left numerous scratch marks.
Because they've got some big, strong feet.
And she had
Big,
Soft
silicone
big
titties.
soft titties.
I'm just picturing it in my head. I studied animals in high school. I can't help it.
Have you heard of this man named Mr. Hands?
Shut up. Okay.
He was an animal enthusiast.
He was an enthusiast. I don't know if he studied animals.
Okay, next topic. Prairie dogs are actually serial killers.
What?
Yes.
Huh?
Prairie dogs are
cute.
serial
Well, that's
killers.
why I don't have one.
A new study shows that the white-tailed prairie dog,
Only the whitetails.
yes, they'd only studied them.
Oh,
So they haven't studied the rest of the
They're
prairie
so
dog
fucking racist.
breeds. But
it had to be the white ones.
these are the only mammalian herbivores species that will actually kill to protect their food sources without actually eating the bodies of their victims.
The dog itself.
The prairie dog.
The prairie dog will kill to protect.
Yeah. But does not eat the bodies.
Okay.
So John Moglin of the
Moglin.
University of Maryland Center of Environmental Studies was studying groundhogs in 2007 when he spotted a white-tailed prairie dog tossing around what he thought was another cub's pup, which is not an uncommon act.
Really?
Apparently, they just go around, grab somebody else's kid, and just fucking start tossing him around.
Well, there's too many kids out there in the world to begin with.
And prairie
anyway.
dogs give birth to what? Like how many kids?
15 dozen at a time? I
Yeah,
don't know.
you know, it's like hamsters.
They can lose a couple. Is that what you're saying?
They're expendable.
Okay, so anyway.
Look, I brought you into this world. I can take you out of it. I'll make another one that looks just like
But
you.
it's not
Yeah,
theirs.
well-
They take out somebody else's.
Oh, another dog. Prairie dogs or
Another prairie dogs.
Why?
It's just what they do. So he thought he was tossing around another prairie dog's pup.
She's trying
What he
so
was
hard to get
actually
through
doing
this.
was tossing around a Wyoming ground squirrel, which is one of their main competitors for the same grass and pears that they eat.
So he's eating or throwing away.
He's throwing around a Wyoming ground squirrel.
So
A
he's
squirrel.
yeah.
Fuck
he's-
them.
he's-
They're rats. Fuck them. Who needs a squirrel? Fuck that squirrel. You kiss my ass. I'm bigger than you. Get out of my fucking pear tree.
So between the years of 2007 and I believe 2014, they cataloged 101 different ground squirrel murders by 14 different prairie dogs. They named one of the
It's
main
like a clan.
yeah.
one of the prairie dogs, nicknamed Killer Supreme.
Why is
Killer
that?
Supreme.
Yeah, Killer Supreme.
Does he come?
How
does he
many
come with
Supreme
sour
kills has
cream
he-
and nacho sauce?
Yeah.
He slew 9 squirrels in a
Slew.
4-year
Slew.
killing spree. Now I'm actually quoting this article that I found.
I
this on.
believe it. He slew 9 of them.
Yep.
Now his method of killing is catch them, shake them, kill them, leave them.
How long do you think it took him to develop
Wait a
this
minute.
method?
Catch them, kill them, shake them, kill them, leave them.
Yes.
Sounds like a night at Eric's house.
30%
Basically.
of
Catch, shake, kill, and leave.
30% of
Dump
prairie
her out the
dog
window.
females.
He wasn't single last night, but he's single in the morning.
Yep. I think I'm in a world of trouble right now. Especially if any women listen to this show.
Who knows? They might find it attractive in a
No,
man.
no.
Look. One of them's hunting crocs. The other one's living with the fucking bears for these guys.
Oh.
If there is a woman out there who likes being choked half to death, she's just
Absolutely.
Right
If anybody men like being manhandled, I could probably
He's a
do it
man
for
who
you.
can handle you.
Eric's new name is Killer Supreme.
This cute animals that can kill you: pufferfish, slow Laris.
They're really cute. They look like a sloth.
Oh, moose, cassoway.
Yeah, that's a bird.
Cassoway, okay. A poisoned dart frog, giant anteaters, cuttlefish, an elephant. That's the cute animal that can kill you.
Listen, I cut that down
Elephant.
from 15. Okay, don't judge.
Hey, did you hear about this thing in Africa where they hug elephants?
No.
They hug baby elephants. Baby elephants come over to people, lay down with them and hug them, and then and it's like they crush them.
They crush the elephant to death?
No, they people.
Oh, the elephants crush the people to death.
Yeah.
Unexpected, dangerous animals that can kill humans. We should have started with this. Get the list out of the way. That's pretty cool. Swans can kill you. How do swans kill you?
Well, how was one particular swan did in Chicago?
She's so excited.
Thank you for asking.
You're welcome. Good thing I took
so-
the goddamn notebook. I get some
this-
more shit here.
This guy was kayaking
Uh-huh.
on a lake in Chicago, and a swan literally dived down and attacked him, knocked him out of his kayak.
How
And-
big was
Headbutt
the
him, or-
swan?
Like a swan dive. He
swoop
swooped him.
in.
But what is... But, all right.
How
The
big was
he
the swan?
Okay, well, I have a...
Swan dive.
Give me my notebook.
He does a
It
swan
has-
dive.
It has an 8-foot wingspan.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, he asked how big was the swan. He had an 8-foot wingspan.
I guess I wasn't listening to him. Okay. Well, swan has an 8-foot wingspan.
You are never listening to me,
I
apparently.
explained that earlier.
Listen to me.
Yes.
Either. So what the fuck's going on in this podcast? Okay, so this swan with his 8-foot wingspan swooped down on this guy, knocked him out of his kayak, and when the guy tried to swim back to shore, the swan literally blocked his path until he drowned.
You want to know what a nasty fucking creature is? Geese.
Totally.
I got chased by a
fucking
goose.
agree.
She doesn't like
Fuck
geese.
the Canadian geese. They should all be fucking shot.
Canadian geese.
Canadian.
Fuck
That's
them.
right, Canadian.
Fuck them.
They hiss. They hiss at you. They
Nasty.
chase you around.
Nasty pieces
They're
of
nasty
shit.
fucking creatures.
They are.
I've never been chased by
Okay,
geese.
when I was a small child, my mother and my sister and I were down at the local pond, and they thought it'd be really cute to have my sister.
I've heard
feed
this
the
story
geese.
100 times.
Now they were feeding the geese like stale bread. So my sister's plucking off little pieces of bread and giving it to the geese, and she's obviously not feeding them enough. My mom, in all her glorious wonderfulness, left the loaf of bread on my carriage. So the geese, who were tired of waiting for my sister to fucking feed them already, attacked my carriage for the loaf of bread.
How old are you?
I was little enough to be in the carriage. But to this day, I still have a fear of geese. Fuck them.
Fuck the geese.
Fuck those geese.
Listen, college, on the trail to go to my parking lot to the school.
These fucking geese are terrorists.
These are geese
They
that are
are.
terrorizing me. I'm the size I am now and the weight I am now, and they're coming up to me and hissing at me,
Yeah.
chasing me around, and they're like, you're walking past our fucking nest, and I'm nowhere near their
Did
nest.
they say that to you?
I'm
well.
assuming I'm translating. No.
I will fucking punch you.
They fucking hiss. They're like fucking snakes. Oh my god. That's why I was like, what is that? What is that sound?
Fuck those geese.
That's a goose. It's a Canadian fucking goose.
Fuck those geese.
Fire ants. Caterpillars. Caterpillar?
Yeah.
Really? How does a caterpillar kill a person?
And eat off your limbs.
How lazy do you have to be to let a caterpillar eat you alive? Fungi.
Yep.
That you also have to be incredibly
Yeah,
lazy.
incredibly lazy.
And filthy.
You know that there is a mushroom suit out there?
A mushroom soup.
A mushroom suit. It is a suit that they make for you that they wrap your body in when you die. And then they bury you with it.
Oh, okay.
And
So
it
it's like a
promotes-
green soup.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the
It's like a
fungus, the
burial
mushroom will literally decompose you.
Quicker than,
Yes, it will decompose you and turn you into whatever the
Earth.
fuck Earth. You become Earth. Yes. So you literally we're literally decomposing
I
bodies.
absolutely can get into that, get behind that one.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
The problem is a
you
lot of
said
these people.
suit like I thought you were going to say suit and tie.
No,
and-
you meant like a burial suit.
Yeah, burial suit.
Burial
yeah.
suit,
The
yeah.
problem is a lot of the people they're putting them in caskets and then giving them the suit and dumping the casket in the.
I don't know how that works.
That's not what they're doing. Yeah. It takes a long time for the mushroom to get through the box.
Yeah.
But So bullet ants. Bullet ants? What's a bullet ant?
Billy Dan is
You
a
didn't
super
watch
strong
Ant
one.
Man, did you?
No. Well, yes, but
Bullet
no.
ants are his homeboys.
Oh, those are bullet ants. What makes them any different from regular stupid ants?
Well, all ants are,
Stupid?
ants have to be led. That's why
Stupid.
they're,
So why do we call them ants instead of sheep?
because
because
the sheep
they're
is big and
bugs.
fluffy.
I was hoping for a much more entertaining answer than that. A mouse? A mouse?
I didn't say a mouse. A moose.
Moose.
That can kill you.
Well, and she says unexpected dangerous animals that can kill you. That can kill humans. I expect the moose. That's expected.
No, they're very gentle creatures.
That means nothing to me.
They're large.
He's huge.
And they have antlers.
If I piss him off,
But they're so gentle. I like moose.
I know you do. Yeah. A stingray. Well, that was proven.
Yeah, that was proven by...
And dolphins. Dolphins can be vicious.
Yeah.
Because they can almost reason. And they have a language. They are pretty damn close to human. They are like the second.
Yeah.
They probably the first smartest creature on Earth, because humans are really not as smart as we give them credit for. Really not.
Yeah, and we don't. So I think that.
Yeah. Because when the highway was coming, the dolphins left.
Yeah.
So they were
Thanks for all
smart
the
enough.
fish.
Yeah, they were smart enough to leave. I think we're gonna have to be smart enough to leave now because we're
Okay, so all of you should just do yourself a favor and Google.
Mr. Hands.
No,
No.
don't do that.
No,
don't
don't.
do that.
Google
Don't do that.
video.google.com.
No.
Mr. Hands.
No, don't do that. Goat attack in Brazil. It's hilarious.
Attack in Brazil?
A goat attacked somebody
Yeah.
in Brazil.
Yes, attacked a number of people. He headbutted a motorcycle, knocked the two riders about.
About.
He-
A boot.
No.
Then he rushed a lady carrying her groceries, knocked her to the ground. Then two guys who tried to fight back and like kicked him and pushed him.
I was just that video of
Yes.
the goat just run. I've seen
goat,
that. That
yes.
goat is awesome. I want that goat for like home.
You want that as a pet?
Yeah, that's my pet right there.
He literally chases one guy like around a
He does.
tree.
He does. He just keeps going around and says, "I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you." And he says, "No, no, no, get away, get away." And no, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Fuck you, people eating us all. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get
Oh,
you.
that dude kicked him in the face.
Well, yes, he did.
Yeah.
The goat was coming, and he went with his sandal.
Yeah, and that goat was like, "Fuck
Goat
you."
said, "Fuck you, fuck you, sandal. Watch these horns go up your ass.
It entertained
I'll
me
show
while-
you, Mr. Hands."
While I was waiting for you guys to get back, that's what I watched. Was the goat
It was
video.
funny, right?
It
That was
hilarious.
hilarious. That was hilarious. That goat was on a mission. He wanted them out of the town. He's like, "You fuckers moved in, and it's
the
been
fuck out."
noise and screaming children and fucking motorcycles and selling shit on the side of the road. Get out. I've had it with every last one of you.
Yeah.
Just leave." And he chased the guy around the tree, and he hit the motorcycle. The motorcycle was funny.
Yeah.
That was. Look it up. Okay, goat in what, Nairobi?
Brazil.
Or
It was right. It was right by.
Sao Paulo.
Yes. Yes.
Wow, I guessed that one because that's the only place in Brazil I know.
Well,
Anything in Brazil is near Sao Paulo. That's it, because they can't name anything else because you wouldn't know what they were talking about. So even if it's not by there, this article is going to say in Sao Paulo.
what about Rio?
Jesus is there, so they can't say that anything bad happened.
Listen, the goat has no power against Jesus. Wait, what?
We're gonna call it
It's
quits.
Yeah,
It's
we are.
done? We're done.
We're done.
Yeah.
We hope you
Animals.
enjoyed.
I hope you enjoyed.
Watch out for Gustave.
Make friends with Mr. Hands on Facebook.
Yeah,
I'm
watch
sure
out
you
for
can-
stallions.
stallions and fire ants.
Gustave does have a Facebook page.
Gustave has a Facebook page.
Yes.
They don't know where he is, but he gets a signal. Okay, everybody, that's pretty much it for us here at Channel X. Be careful about the animals around you, because apparently they're very, very, very violent.
Watch out for those prairie dogs.
Prairie dogs are serial killers. Crocodiles are serial killers.
And geese. Hiss.
Fucking geese.
Geese.
Fucking geese are cruel.
Geese are. I have no problem with geese.
Canadian geese.
Fuck y'all.
Canadian geese.
Watch out for them.
Without you, I'm hunting them.
Geese.
Good night and good luck.